HarperKids Storytime.
Hello, friends! I've got quite the story for us today. It has spotlights and feathers, lucky pennies, and music. It's called Etta Extraordinaire, and it's about a star named Etta who has a plan to perform. So grab your book and let's read. Etta Extraordinaire by Roda, Ahmed, and Charnaie Gordon. Illustrated by Chloe Burgett. This is Etta, and Etta is extraordinary. Here's Etta confidently walking down the sidewalk with her feather boa and her stuffed cat. She is the star of her own world. Etta can pluck a poem out of thin air and find a lucky penny anywhere. Here's Etta having a tea party in her extraordinary bedroom with her stuffed cat. Etta loves to read royal news, and she throws the best tea parties. And she never, ever, ever leaves home without a lucky string of pearls that used to belong to her late Grandma Bess. Here's Grandma Bess holding Etta as a baby, and she has the pearls on. One morning, while tying a boa to her backpack, Etta found a forgotten note. Her school was having a talent show. A talent show sounds like the perfect opportunity for someone as extraordinary as Etta. "Hey, why don't you sign up?" asked Dad. "Ooh, yes!" Etta exclaimed. She could make her own costume. She could write her own song. She'd be just like her idol, Etta Moten. Extraordinary! But wait! I've never been on a big stage before, she said, feeling butterflies in her belly. Etta looks really worried. "Why don't you make your own to practice on?" Mom asked. That gave Etta an idea. She came up with a 4-step plan to shine at the talent show. A plan is always a good idea. Have you ever made a plan before? Let's see how Etta does it. Step 1. Make the perfect practice stage. Etta's got her stool and some scissors and markers and yarn and glitter. She's very prepared. Step 2. Practice till you drop. Step 3. Dress the part. Etta has lots of clothes to choose from. Step 4. Put on an extraordinary show. Etta used 4 steps to create the perfect plan. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a few steps is all it takes to bring your dreams to life. Etta put her plan into action. First, she grabbed her stool, 2 old dresses, gemstones of every color, lucky pennies from her jar, and tubes of glitter glue. So here's her glue and some gemstones, and she's got lucky pennies. With her own dazzling stage, she would be unstoppable. Wow, look at that stage! And it looks like Etta is preparing to perform for her very cool audience. Next, Etta practiced, practiced all week long.
Practice is important when you're doing something as spectacular as a talent show.
On Monday, she sang Motown. On Tuesday, she sang tango. On Wednesday, she sang Western swing. On Thursday, she sang ska while buying bananas at Mel's bodega. It turned out that Mel didn't like ska very much at all. He did not enjoy that performance. And on Friday, she sang jazz fusion. Eartha, Etta called to her cat, a little more to the left. Etta knows how to find her spotlight, with the help of Eartha, of course. Saturday arrived and it was almost showtime. Etta put on her prettiest sparkly shoes and her most royal performing cape. She put all her favorite bows and gold clips in her hair. The final touch was her lucky string of pearls. With the first 3 steps complete, she was feeling ready. Etta loved what she saw. Dad grabbed her stage, which all of a sudden made her feel silly and small. "I don't need that," Etta said. "That was just for practice at home. I'm ready for the big stage now." "Are you sure?" Dad asked. "Yes, it's going to be extraordinary." "Etta," Mom said softly, "you know you don't need a big stage to be a big star, right?" "Yes, I know," Etta replied, but deep down, she wasn't so sure. When she got to the school auditorium, something was different. It was bigger than Etta remembered. The corners were darker, the lights were dimmer, and Etta felt a little smaller. Etta's starting to feel the nerves now. The other performers seemed way too ready, and standing behind them, she felt she had missed a step. The other performers do look pretty confident. Etta watched Chloe break dance and Noah perform a poem he wrote about sharks. Muhammad did a magic trick, and Carmen solved math problems on a whiteboard. Nobody else seemed as nervous as Etta did.
The way Etta is feeling right now is totally understandable. It takes a lot of courage to do something new. But we believe in her, don't we?
Her hands were shaking. Her heart was boom, boom, booming as she rubbed her lucky pearls. Etta didn't have a plan for this. She took a deep breath, squeezed her hands 3 times, and gave herself a big magical hug, just like the ones Grandma Bess gave. When she opened her eyes, Etta couldn't believe what she saw. She's stepping into the spotlight now. Right there, in a glimmering golden spotlight, was her stage. Yay! And in the very middle of the very front row, there they were, Mom and Dad, her biggest fans in the world. They always had a backup plan for their shining star. Mom and Dad looked so proud, and look, even Mel came. Etta didn't feel so silly anymore, and she didn't feel small or scared either. She realized Mom was right. You don't need to be big enough to be brave enough. She took one 2, 3, 4 steps, stood on her stage, and sang her heart out. And just like Etta, it was extraordinary. The end.
Wow, Etta is a star. All it took was some confidence, encouragement, and a plan. I bet you've got some talent up your sleeve too, huh? I can't wait to hear what your plan is to shine bright. I'll be there to cheer you on. See you for our next story. Bye, friends!